Hello students. Today we are going to start with a new concept that is calculation of machine hour rate. Now yesterday I have explained the format and how to calculate machine hour rate. Now please you have to watch that video. Otherwise if you do not watch that video where I have explained about format of machine hour rate, it will become difficult for you to understand the problem. Now let us look at this question number 1 on machine hour rate and understand this problem. So whenever we have problems on machine hour rate, first we have to see what are these expenses and what are the expenses given in the question, and we have to classify which are running charges and which are standing charges. That means running charges are also called as variable charges and standing charges are also called as fixed charges. Now look at this first item. What they have given? They have given cost of machine 11,000, scrap value is 680. Now whenever they give cost of machine and scrap value, this information is used for computing depreciation. So depreciation again, we have to decide whether it is standing charges or running charges. So it is your running charges. That means you will incur depreciation only when the machine is put to use. That is why depreciation on machinery will come under your running charges. Then again they have given repairs for effective working life rupees 1500. Now again this repairs, depreciation and power, all the three will come under running charges. So this repairs will also come under your running charges. Now again standing charges, we have many varieties under standing charges, like cleaners wages, salary of our driver, then salary for operator of machine, then again salary for attendant, salary for supervisor, and many other things will come under standing charges. But here in this problem they have only given the total standing charges for 4 weekly period 1600. Then again they have given effective working life is 10,000 hours. So this 10,000 hours effective working life is total working life of your machinery. So why do we need this effective working life again? In order to calculate depreciation. Then again they are given power, use 6 units per hour at 5 paisa per unit. Now how do we get per hour we consume 6 units of electricity and per unit it is 5 paisa. So what we have to do, how much we have to calculate the power for hour. Now how do we compute power per hour? 6 units is for 1 hour. That means in 1 hour we consume 6 units and each unit will cost 5 paisa. So 6 units you have to multiply into 0.05. So that will give you the power charges per hour. Then again hours worked in 4 weekly period is 120 hours. Now here look here, repairs they are given for effective working life is 1500. That means the total repair charges of 1500 is for the entire life of machinery. So whenever they give repair charges for effective working life of the machinery, you have to divide this 1500 by this 10,000 hours. So that will give the repair charges per hour. Now let us look at the solution part. You will understand clearly. Now here in this problem, they have only directly given the standing charges or fixed charges, that is 1600, but we want everything in hour. Now since we want to convert everything in hour, what we have to do, the total standing charges whatever they have given, the total standing charges is 1600. We have to divide for this 1600 is the standing charges for 4 weekly period, and in 4 weekly period the factory will be operating for how many hours? 120 hours. So this 1600 total charges we have to divide by 120 hours, we get 13.33. So this is your category A, or category A, that is standing or fixed charges. Then again after that we have to look out for running charges. So in running charges I told you there will be depreciation, repairs and maintenance. Apart from this there will be no other expenses under running or variable charges. Now we have to compute depreciation using this formula, cost minus scrap value by effective working life. Now the cost of the machinery they have given in the question as 11,000 and scrap value is 680. So 11,000 minus 680 we have to divide by effective working life. So effective working life of the hours of the machinery they have given as 10,000 hours. So 11,000 minus 680 divided by 10,000 hours, you will get 1.03. So this will be your depreciation per hour. Now again they have given repairs 1500 for effective working life. That means this 1500 is repair charge for which the company incurs for entire lifetime of the machinery, right? So this 1500 has to be divided by effective working life 10,000 hours. So total it will work for how many hours? 10,000 hours. So 1500 is your repair charges for effective working life, that you have to divide by effective effective life of the machinery, which is 10,000 hours. So per hour your repair charges will come to 0.15. Then again they have given power 6 units they will consume per hour, you have to multiply into 5 paisa, so 0.05. if you multiply into 6, you will get 0.30. Then again, you have to add everything. You will get the machine hour rate as 14.81. That means if you have to operate a machinery for 1 hour, you will incur a charge of 14.81 per 1 hour. So 1 hour ನೀವು ಮಿಷಿನ್ ನ ಬಳಸಿದ್ರೆ 14.81 rupees ನಿಮಗೆ charges incur ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. That is called as machine hour rate. Similarly, now let us discuss second problem. Now look at the second problem. Here also we have to classify first. All these expenses will be either variable and fixed charges. First we have to classify the variable charges and fixed charges. ಯಾವ್ದು variable charges ಯಾವ್ದು fixed charges ಅಂತ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು first classify ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಬೇಕು. Cost of the machine scrap value means the and effective working life. First three items is related to calculation of depreciation, right? So you need all these three items for calculation of depreciation. So 25,000 minus 5,000 divided by working life of the machine at 10,000 hours will be used for computing depreciation. So it is part of your variable charges or running charges. Then again, repairs for effective working life is 5,000 rupees. Now effective working life is 5,000 rupees, which they have given. Now this repairs, again what we have to do, we have to find out for 1,000 hours. We have to find out for 1 hour. This is for effective total working life of the machinery. Now we have to find out for 1 hour. So this 5,000 we have to divide by this 10,000. That will be the repair charges of machinery per 1 hour. Then again they have given power consumption charges 5 units per hour at rupees 3 per unit. So 5 units you have to multiply into 3 rupees. Now here here both these three items will be used for depreciation, and we have repairs and we have power charges. So depreciation, repairs and powers all will come under running or variable charges. That means in this problem there is no standing charges or your fixed charges. So let us look at the problem and how to solve that problem we will understand. Now in second problem, again you have to start with standing charges or fixed charges, but in this problem since there are no standing charges or fixed charges, it will be nil. Now second category of charges will be running charges or variable charges. So running charges, again they have given certain information like cost of the asset, scrap value of the asset and effective working life of the machinery. So using all this three information, we have to find out the depreciation per hour. So cost of the machinery is 25,000, scrap value is 5,000. 25,000 minus 5,000 divided by effective working life of the machinery, that is 10,000 hours, will be giving you the cost of machinery per hour. Cost of depreciation per hour, which is 2. Then again repairs is 5,000 rupees. Now they have given this 5,000 is for effective working life. That means this repair charges 5,000 whatever they are given, that will be for entire life of the asset. That means if you put your machinery to use for the entire life, suppose let us assume the life of the machinery is 5 years. That means for entire 5 years your repair charges will be 5,000. So that means whenever they give repair charges for entire life, you have to divide by effective working life of the machinery, 5,000 by 10,000 hours. So you will get 0.5. Then again power, they are consuming 5 units per hour. That means in order to operate a machinery for 1 hour, it will consume 5 units. And for 1 unit of electricity, they are charging 3 rupees. So 5 units into rupees 3 will give you 15 rupees. So add everything together, your total machine hour rate will be 17.5 rupees. I know it is very difficult for you to understand, and for me also it is difficult to explain in this online medium. But still, if you have any doubts after going through this video, please to ask me personally. Thank you.